I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what the NHL is doing. Plain and simple, I don't know. Because despite years and years of Quebec and all of Canada begging the NHL to bring back the Quebec Nordiques, despite the failing Arizona Coyotes, the Quebec Nordiques are still way off in the distant future. Meanwhile, the Coyotes, for some unknown reason, have chosen Utah, of all places, to relocate to. Utah! I'm sorry? Until like January, I hadn't heard anything from Utah about them wanting an NHL team. And less than 4 months later, they're getting it? And as if that wasn't already confusing enough, apparently the soon to be former owner of the Arizona Coyotes is going to have a window to bring another team to Arizona to become the 33rd team in the NHL. Arizona is going to get a second franchise before Quebec gets a second shot with the Nordiques. And it's not even going to be 5 years after the Coyotes leave. We're talking 2, maybe 3 years down the road, there'll be a 33rd NHL team and they will be in Arizona. Again. Oh my god, I don't know what is going on. I really don't. This infuriates me because despite the fact I'm a St. Louis Blues fan, I still love Canadian hockey. I mean, like, I'm a Canadian, born and raised. I have a relative who has played for multiple Canadian teams. Eddie Litzenberger, my cousin, he played for the Canadians and the Maple Leafs. He also spent some time in Chicago and Detroit as well. But my family really focuses on his time in Toronto and Montreal. And I have a cousin who is currently the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers. I'm related to Chris Knobloch. And so Canadian hockey has a very special place in my heart. I mean, like, no duh. I work for the Swift Current Broncos too. I've been there for 6 years. Canadian hockey is just in my blood. So the fact that the NHL looks at Canada and just is like, do you guys already have too many teams? Maybe we should move the Winnipeg Jets again. That annoys me a lot. And the fact that Utah is getting a team before Quebec and Arizona is going to get another team, but also before Quebec, this really annoys me because what natural rivals does Utah have? Because you put a team in Quebec, they have a natural rivalry with the Montreal Canadiens. They have a natural rivalry with every Canadian team just simply because they're in Canada as well. And it's just, I'm very passionate about this and I'm very annoyed by this. Because Utah just seems like such a random place to put a hockey team. Now, don't get me wrong, Salt Lake deserves a hockey team down the road. Not right now. Now, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad place to put a team. I understand why they might want to put a team in Utah. But I don't understand why they want to do it before Quebec. Canada lives and breathes hockey. Football may be my place of expertise, so to say, but that doesn't mean I don't know hockey inside and out. If you live in Canada and you follow sports, you know hockey just simply because of where you live. So the fact that instead of trying to expand the Canadian market, they're just ignoring us again, it feels like a slap in the face. Okay, I need to calm down. I am just incredibly upset about this. Now, technically, it's not a done deal that the Arizona Coyotes will move to Utah. But it's basically a done deal. They're going to sell the team to investors in Salt Lake and they're gonna move the team. They're just waiting for Board of Governors permission. I am just incredibly frustrated. If Arizona gets the 33rd hockey team in the NHL and Quebec doesn't get that team, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed.